Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. We're going to go ahead and get started with our office hours today. So if you have any questions, if you could stay muted, that'd be great. Mute all. Okay. If you have any questions today, please raise your hand and we will call you in order. Okay, we'll start off with Valerie. Hi, Valerie. You're muted.
Definitely. Happy
Oh
New
my
Year.
gosh, it's been a while, no?
Yeah, I know it has. I've been really busy.
I know, that's good. Yeah, how can I help you today?
Well, I've like a bunch of questions kind of for
Mhm.
the topics a little bit. The first one is I kind of shifted my academic interest to international relations and kind of global studies instead. And so there's like a program at my school that's it's called Global Perspectives and Citizenships. And with this program, I'll be able to do a research paper, but it it's pretty time consuming. And I think I will apply and join and see because it fits my interests. And so do you think
Mhm.
that's like advisable to join a program like that?
So within international relations, do you think that that program deepens deepens your knowledge in that area, or do you think it's more of a surface level kind of a program?
Well, I mean, we'll be doing a research paper, which I'm pretty sure it'll deepen my interest. Um,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah,
so
if it's deepening your interest, then you could definitely do it.
okay.
Yeah.
And then I also watched a video that is like kind of strategically choosing your major. I think it was one of your videos, and um, I was wondering if there's like an easier like major th- with like international relations. So, for example, like Eastern Studies, or that would help get into like college easier, if you know what I mean. Like,
I know what you mean, of course. So what happens with international relations is that not every college offers international relations as an undergraduate major. So some students would do like political science or sociology or East Asian studies, like you said, or even like African American studies, like basically depending on what topic you are interested in within international relations. So like let's say you're going to be talking about like the cultural implications of things. A lot of culture majors are easy because no one wants to major in culture. Um, like urban studies is a good one. So I mean, but if I had to pick like the easiest major you could possibly decide on, it would be cultural anthropology and then a little bit of like East Asian studies or any kind of like
yeah,
ethnic studies also as well. Actually, ethnic studies could be a good one for you because you know how it's still relevant to IR.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. And then I have one more question. Okay, so SAT planning. If I'm able to finish like algebra 2 by June, um, should I study for the SAT this summer? I'd be a rising sophomore, or should I wait until next summer to study?
So if you're done with Algebra 2 this summer, you have to go in to studying for SAT June, July, August, and then you take the August test and then the October test.
So would you recommend me do it sophomore year or junior year?
That doesn't matter. It just depends on what math you're taking. So you know how you're telling me that you'll be done with Algebra 2
Yes.
semester? Then let's go into SAT studying right away.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so yeah, after your sophomore year. You're sophomore right now, right?
No, I'm a freshman.
Oh, okay. Um, then why don't you take a diagnostic test and see where you fall? And then, but I actually, you know what? Let's just do sophomore summer.
Sophomore summer?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. And then, sorry, what I have one more. What kind of summer program should I go or participate in with international relations as my academic interest?
Yeah. So if you can post this question on Circle, we'll find you summer programs for you that
Okay.
supports IR. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. See you again. Next we have Amy.
Hi.
Hi.
I had a question regarding the professor, um, yeah. So
Mhm.
my first one is like next week. Like that's my first meeting because I have two. And
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, I had three questions prepared, but I wasn't sure if it was like good enough.
Okay, do you want to read it out loud or do you
Yeah.
want to like give me a question like you're talking to a professor? Then maybe I can see.
Well, the topic I was focusing on was amblyopia, which was, or I don't know really how to say it, but like it's like lazy eye, and one
Uh-huh.
of um can I just read my questions?
Yes.
My first one was, how does this treatment impact functional vision and the quality of life in pediatric patients? Because like her research was focused on like adolescents, and then what
Mhm.
metrics like are most reliable in like assessing the outcomes of these patients?
Okay, so do you see how that question is a very general question that you could ask Google and AI can spit out an answer? So what you need to do, Amy, is like you have to do it in a storytelling way and address what the professor is doing. So you can say, I was doing research about the lazy eye and this is what I found and I think it's so fascinating. And then I saw that you are doing the research and XYZ things. And I wanted to ask like what your thoughts are on this hypothesis or this control method or whatever. So you have to ask questions about the professor's work because then like general information you can find it everywhere, right? And then it also shows the professor that you did a lot of research about the program and her. So or like a good second question, Amy, would be like, oh, I saw that you're teaching this class and I saw that like, you know, this is like your syllabus. And then she's gonna be like, you saw all of that? And then you're like, oh, like, is there any way that I can like dive into this kind of material? Do you have any like resources, right? Stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I had another question.
Mm-hmm.
The one I posted in um like the chat, like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I kind of like worded it weird, but I think I was like trying to say, even if like my passion project is really new and I still haven't really done anything yet, like I will in like later, but not yet. Can I still mention it in my summer program essays, like saying how I'm developing it and like
Yes,
what I'm planning?
absolutely.
Okay.
But then, like you said, that because there's not a lot done, you can emphasize like why you are doing it and what got you to doing it and what you are doing with it right now. So
Okay.
definitely mention it.
And can I also like mention it in my resume, or should I just leave it out?
Yeah, let's add it in your resume.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And then you got my message about Cosmos Cluster, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if you replied to this yet, but since I'm taking chemistry right now, does that count as like the prerequisite for chemistry, or do I have to take it for like the entire year for it to count?
Yes, because by the time you apply, like by the time you start that summer program, you'll be done with chemistry, so it'll fulfill the requirement. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Are you not by the fire?
Um, I live in like Orange County, so
Oh yeah, thank goodness. Yeah. I heard like people are going to Orange County area because it's a little better there.
mm,
Hmm. All right. Any other questions, Amy?
no,
Okay. Have a good weekend.
you too.
Next we have Nina.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I've like narrowed down like my academic interests and
I can't tell your location because of your settings. Where would you like to hear? You don't have any alarms.
commit like all of my time, but I haven't really been able to find
Good afternoon.
kids, so I could kind of relate that kind of because I want to
You don't have any alarms.
Not count because it's like at church.
No, it will count. I feel like that activity, Nina, would be it's like a good start activity, right? So like,
Yeah.
because they're gonna be like, wait, how are you interested in this topic to begin with? And then you can say, oh, when I was volunteering at church, I witnessed this and I saw this, which got me even more interested in this topic.
Okay, so what would I do like my main volunteering ones on? Like, would I do
Well,
it?
do you have to keep volunteering, or can we take this more into like a research route or like a summer program route or internship route?
I kind of have like an internship going on with like a family law psychologist right now, but like I haven't really been able to do that much with her because like she's been really busy like this month. But I
Mhm.
wanted to do like I was looking for research positions too, but I couldn't really find any. Like I reached out to a bunch of colleges like near me and to like a couple UCs that are closer to me, but I couldn't none of them had like a research ongoing position. So how would I find like research? Do I just have to keep emailing? Because I've reached out to like 6 colleges.
Well, how many emails did you send so far?
I think like 12.
Nina, 12 is so little. I had a student reach out to 500 professors.
Okay.
Because how many professors are there studying? And I want to show you something. So look, all I did was just type in family law, psychology, research topics, children. And
Hmm.
I've been really liking this AI feature because it kind of categorizes like different subtopics, right, within this. So like even picking one of these out and then
Hmm.
focusing on that is your unique strategy because you don't want to just say general things all over your application, right? Um,
Yeah.
so for example, let's say like you're really interested in like custody arrangement. I mean, which one are you most interested in out of the list that I'm showing you right now?
Um, maybe like coping mechanisms in children or
Okay, so
something.
let's say that I'm like really interested in this, right? So
Hmm.
then I would focus on only this in your application.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So then for
Um,
like finding volunteering stuff, would I?
yeah, so this will give you like more like narrow angle to approaching the professors
Hmm.
because you can reach out to like parental involvement like professors at Harvard. They have like a little section for that, right? So you need to reach out to more.
Okay, so
That's the issue.
would
Uh-huh.
that be better than like volunteering hours
Yeah.
kind of? Okay.
Because with volunteering, like you're not a certified psychologist or anything, so it's not like they're gonna have you work with little kids, right? So volunteering is like the closest you can get to children.
Hmm.
But now you have to be like, okay, like with this, like this is like the research I want to do, and this is the professors I want to connect with. And I feel like a lot of these professors,
Hmm.
you might not get a research position. Maybe you'll get like an internship opportunity instead, because I know they do a lot of projects
Okay.
with
So
these kinds of topics. So I mean, it doesn't matter what opportunity it is, whether it's internship or research position, you need to send out to more professors. Like if you really want one, I would send 10 per week until you get one.
okay. And then so do I not really need like volunteering? Because I know like it's like important and stuff, but do I?
No, I had a student get into Columbia with like zero volunteering hours.
Okay.
Volunteering is important if you like really love volunteering, but you're already doing it, right? So like
Yeah.
our next level activity can be something else.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for like the research stuff, I would just send like the emails that I've been sending, but just like kind of narrow it down more and then like delve deeper into that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So type in that thing that I just typed in
Mhm.
and then put in like your dream college name on it. Then they give you like lots of information. So um like coping mechanisms of divorced children, Harvard, UPenn, USC, whatever, and then like a lot of good articles and pages would populate for you. And that's where you'll begin. If you want to like redo your email a little bit or just like make some modifications based on our conversation today, and then post it on Circle, and then once we review it, you can start sending it out. 10
Okay. And then So I'm a sophomore right now, so what should I like spend like most of my time focusing on? Because I'm doing a sport and I have club practice, but I'm also like not really because my mom was like really worried because I wasn't like doing a lot of volunteering stuff. Should I just focus on like spend because I'm also studying for like the SAT right now, but should I focus on like trying to find like the research stuff and start that in the summer, or should I just try to get on that as soon as possible?
Right now as soon as possible. So as a sophomore, number one, it can be SAT. Number two, research position or internship or both. Number three can be a passion project, and number fourth can be um, like building up relationships with professors and admission officers. That's another thing. But those would be like the main gist. Like you don't need a lot of volunteering hours.
Okay, and then for the admission officers, how would I do I just reach out to them or
Yeah. We have a lesson on that on unit 6, I believe, unit like networking with mission officers. So you reach out to regional reps. So those are the people who represent your location.
okay.
Yeah.
And then so like for summer camps, my like senior friend told me not to kind of like focus on like the big name summer camps. Do you recommend any for like family law 'cause or
Mm-hmm.
like family law psychology? Because I was like trying to find some, but I've like everything I find was like either like the other fields of law or like I found a couple psychology ones, but I want to do like family law, but I couldn't really find any. Do you have any like recommendations?
Yeah, they seem pretty specific. Yeah, if you want to post that on Circle, we'll do some research for you and then ask for about two to three family law programs.
Okay, and I was planning to also take like a couple summer classes at IVC and like UCI because they're close to me. And then
Mm-hmm.
I was also looking at Coursera, but would I buy the certificate from Coursera because they had
No,
like
you don't need to buy a Coursera certificate. But yeah, do take a college class at IVC, about two during summer.
okay. 'Cause I took one last year, so would I do like
Oh, good.
here?
What did you take last year, Nina?
It was like well, it was part of the family law. I think it was like child relationships inside divorce or something like that.
Oh, that's perfect. So yeah, take another one or two. Maybe one can be like really geared towards law, so you
Okay.
understand the legal aspect of things. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then you have the brainstorm at 12 today, right?
Yes, Coach Jenny will be hosting that one.
Okay, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Okay,
Bye.
Nina. Next we have Ariane.
Hi, Coach Julie.
Hi.
I was just wondering, like, for me, my academic interest is like pre-med, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I like want more, I need to get like more like extracurriculars tailored towards that. So
Mm-hmm.
like the other day, I was at the doctor's like for unrelated reasoning, and I asked them like, what should I do if I want to be on this track? And they told me like shadow your pediatrician and do HOSA as a high school student. And I realized like my school doesn't have HOSA, so I'm trying to start the club. Like, is that a good idea or like,
Yeah, HOSA is very accredited. So starting HOSA using the chapter that already exists nationally is not a bad idea. Yeah. A lot of
okay,
medical students will do that.
okay. And also for shadowing, how should I like go about that?
So shadowing is, so here's the thing, like pre-med is very broad, right?
Yeah,
So let me share my Unit 1.3 slide here. So if you take a look at Unit 1.3 lecture slide, Ariane, academic interest, yours is pre-med is not a major, right? So
yeah.
what is it
It
going
was
to
like
be?
bio. It was
Okay, so if
bio.
it's going to be bio, then within bio, what are the two subtopics would you be focusing on? Do you have that yet?
I had it written. I think I sent it to like the college pro planner
Yeah,
thing.
let me pull it up.
It was
Um,
like I like switched my academic interest though. That's the thing. Like I kind of changed it
you
a
mean
little.
you changed your subtopic?
Like yeah,
Let's,
because before you told me to do like sociology.
where did you put the subtopic under academic interest?
Um, yeah, I think so.
I don't see it, but let's see. Because I think you said you shared it with Coach Jenny during brainstorming session.
Yeah.
And said AI, academic interest, sociology, and effects on person's mental, physical health. Personal interest is biology, and then CS and chem, right? So
Mhm.
you're saying that your academic interest is now biology?
Yeah.
Okay, so then within biology, you have to find more specific topic, right? So biology research topics, Jonathan, I already did this for another student. Do you see how all of these different subtopics populate?
Yeah, it was like biochem and molecular biology.
Okay,
That was what
so
I saw.
biochem and molecular.
Yeah.
So let me just do molecular for now, okay? Because that in itself is very broad. Molecular biology research topics. So then within molecular biology class, do you see all of these? Gene
Mm-hmm.
expression and regulation, cell cycle control, signal transduction, development. So even within this, like you need to dig a little bit deeper. So from
Okay.
this list, I want you to like study this. So type in what I just typed in, you get the same thing, right, from AI. And then I want you to tell me which one you want to focus on. And then based on that, let's decide who we need to shadow. Because what if you decide to do something here, but it has nothing to do with Pete? That's kind of like waste of your time.
Yeah.
Right. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so can you go ahead and do this and post it on College Planner Pro by January 14th?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, I'll post it on your chat as well right now. Okay.
Okay.
Post your biology major subtopic, and then can I link this here? Do you know?
I think you
Oh, I
can.
can. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna link, you know, the page that you're seeing? I'll link that in your chat too. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions?
I don't think so. I just had to like work on my passion project, but that's gonna be like brainstorming session during.
Yeah, but then your academic interest needs to be finalized before we brainstorm your passion project. Do you
Yeah.
see what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe the brainstorming session we have afternoon, led by Coach Jenny, maybe you could just go and listen and see what other
Mhm.
students are brainstorming, you know?
Okay.
But then before that, you can study the link that I gave you a little bit.
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you so much.
Okay, of course. Next we have Gabby.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give you like a little context because I have like 4 questions.
Uh-huh. That's so
So,
serious. Okay, start.
um, okay, so I'm interested. My academic interest is pre-med, and so my dream school is like UC Berkeley and slash like UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
I live in California. Okay, so now to the questions. Um, so I was wondering if I was still taking AP classes in senior year. Um, Oh, like how do colleges like take that like amount? Like, is it like weighted? It's
Yeah,
like
so first, AP classes senior year is very important. So you will need to continue to take them. Typically, students would take like 4, 5, 6, even 7 AP classes their senior year. If you do not take a lot of AP classes your senior year, colleges will think that you're not trying anymore because it's senior year. Okay.
okay.
How is it getting weighted? If you're applying early round, it's probably not going to go in. Well, senior year GPA does not go into your overall GPA of application submission, but they're looking at it to see, hey, are you still challenging yourself and are you still getting an A in the class?
Okay,
Yeah.
so and then after you put in your application, do they like wait for the results of your like grades like from the second semester to come in, or do they just like take that the grades that like you used to apply with, you know?
Every college is different, but most colleges will look at what we call a mid-year report, and they will check your grades before they make their decision. But some colleges, I know they can't do that because of the number of applications that they get. But I mean, I think the underlying question is like, how, like, do I still need to do well my senior year? Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then oh, so do you see schools in like other like top tier colleges? Do they look at the weighted or the unweighted GPA? I'm pretty sure it's weighted, but I just want to make sure.
UC schools, Gabby, have a totally different GPA system. So they're only looking at 10 and 11.
Oh, okay.
They don't, 9 does not go into GPA calculation. And so, and then and for other top tier colleges that use common application, you get to choose whether you want to report unweighted or weighted, but I would say they will look at the weighted for sure.
Okay. And then, okay. I have like, I'm gonna take one, two, seven. I'm gonna take 7 AP classes like throughout my entire like 4 years. I'm a freshman. So would that be enough or should I take more?
It depends on your school and how many AP classes are offered at your school. So if your school allows you guys to take up to like 10 or 11, then you want to reach the maximum level if possible. But I think it's better for you to just like lay out all your class selections and then post it on Circle, and then maybe we can look at it for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
you're a
you.
freshman right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, why don't you kind of like lay it all out, and then you could even share like your course book, your high school course
Oh, yeah,
book,
yeah. Yeah.
with us, and then we can fact check there as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Next we have Paige.
Hi, Coach Julie.
Hi. Are you okay?
Oh yeah. I'm
Okay.
yeah. The fires are not that close to me, but they are pretty close to some schools close to me.
But I saw Pasadena, so that's why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, my first question was about research positions. So I've been doing CTAs pretty consistently recently, and I had about maybe I think 9 calls over the past 2 weeks. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the main thing is all the professors were saying that because I'm not at their university and because I'm underage, it's really hard for them to let me participate in the research. So I was thinking about something one of them recommended that I do. She said that because I volunteer at the pharmacy, I can ask the pharmacist, I mean, the manager, if there's any way I can conduct individual research without um, kind of like having anything that affects the workplace. And then I could ask a pharmacist student to help me oversee the research because it would benefit their application too.
But that has nothing to do with your academic interest.
Yeah, I think I was having a difficult time because when I was looking at topics, it wasn't really about actual pharmacy and biology stuff. It was more like about workplace flow.
Yeah, that's more like business management research.
Okay. So I'm not really too sure what I can do right now since I feel like even when I do the calls, they give me really helpful advice and I ask them 2 questions. Usually it's, is there any way I can do research with you right now? And then it's also, will you be on the podcast if they're experts in sleep? But I've gotten a few yeses for the podcast, but I haven't gotten any yeses for research. And in total, I've been on like 20 calls, so I'm not sure what else I should do.
Yeah, so first thing is that the emails are working, because if you hopped on 20 calls, then the emails are getting you to connect with them. Now, the bottleneck is that the call is not converting. So then the
Yeah.
question to ask is, how can you improve the calls? Right? So
Yeah.
the first feedback I have is you don't want to ask directly, can I do research with you right now? Because then like it's very easy for them to say no.
Oh, yeah. That's not really how I ask them.
Okay,
Um,
can you tell me how you usually do it so I can give you feedback?
okay, towards the end of the call, I'd say something like, if there is any current projects or research that you're you're facilitating, is there any way I can participate or support them?
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like like, thank you so much for today's time. I am really interested in your research topic and the classes that you're teaching. Is there any way that I can support you or shadow you or visit you or, something like the question needs to be pretty general so that they are more willing to say yes because you're fitting in like every opportunity possible, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I had a student where she just sat in the professor's class and then that's all she did and then later on she got a position through that kind of physical interact like that the in-person interaction that they had. Um so that would be one thing. And then when you ask questions about their research, like how in depth do you think they are?
I feel like usually most of the call, because I said 10 to 15 minutes on the email, so most of them set it up for 30, and we don't really get to talk about their research as much.
I think so that I don't know if you were here in the first question the student asked, like how can I, like what kind of question I should be asking. The question needs to be about the professor,
Yeah. Okay.
like her work or her class, or because if you're asking general questions, it doesn't show that like you did a lot of research about the professor or it shows that you're really interested in the topic. So like the example that I was giving to the early student was like I saw in your research paper that you're doing this, and so what do you think the another implication can be? I saw that you're teaching this class and I saw your syllabus, and what kind of resources can I get that's related to that curriculum? Something that shows that like because at the end of the day, a professor can say no anytime they want, but the only time that they say yes, Paige, is if they are just amazed by how much research you did about that professor and how passionate you are about it. So I've had a case where a professor said, I don't have anything right now, but let me find something for you. Or let me like ask my like mentee who is doing this and ask if you can tag along. Right. So that impression needs to take place for them to like say yes. And then converting them to your podcast is not a bad connection because you can name drop them in your supplemental essays, right? Yeah.
Okay, I think that's actually been what's happening also. So I started with one professor, and then all these calls I ended up like connecting off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And then
it's
with the connections you've already made, like how can we make even more connections? Like, oh, can I like visit one of your classes if they are nearby?
I actually asked that to one professor at MBKU, I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me that for most universities, I'd have to have like a visitor pass and I'd have to go through the entire process too. And he said that it's not set up in a lot of universities. So that's probably why I'm not able to find a position right now.
No, the high school students visit classes all the time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
is that just something there? Should I just keep asking that question then?
Or just email, like, like the most recent 10 professors you talked to, you can email all of them and say, like, okay, thank you so much for that call that we had. Um, I wanted to ask if I can like sit in one of your classes. I'll be visiting the campus very soon, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you want to go into a college campus page, you have to like show them your ID and going in, and you have to get the visitor pass, but they do that when you enter the school.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I feel like for you, like visiting USC, Occidental College would be good because they're nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so I have the first podcast episode towards the end of January, so I was wondering if there's any advice you have with running it.
What do you mean? Like,
Just like if there's anything specific I should do at the beginning or end for the guest speaker. She's she's also someone I had a call with, and she's a psychiatric pharmacist.
oh, okay. Like, how do you do with the guest? I would send them a thank you email and then email them again and just ask, like, are there any opportunities?
Okay.
But like, do research about them first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I've also wanted to ask about my resume. So recently I started tutoring since the summer, and I've been tutoring on Superproof, which like they pay you for. I'm not sure if I asked this already on CPP, but then I wasn't sure if I should add it to my resume since it's something I started kind of recently.
I don't think you'll add that to your application because it's not relevant to your academic interest.
Okay, should I is
But
it
if it's
something?
a job, it'll go under your job, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you think I should continue since I thought it was kind of like a personal interest,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't sure if I should continue doing it.
I don't think you should do that right now.
Okay.
Maybe a summer job, like if you need extra money, like, because having a job is a good look, right, to colleges, but not right now, because you have SAT to prep for, you have research positions to get, right?
Okay.
So I would push that to maybe summer.
Okay. And then my last question was about writing college apps. So I picked my schedule for senior year and it's really busy so far since I'm taking 5 rigorous APs. So
Mm-hmm.
I was curious when I should start writing my essays and preparing my application.
I will tell you when we are going to start. So you know how we talked about rec letters in our previous call, and then we're going to go into college list building, and then we're going to do personal statement essay. So personal
Okay.
statement essay starts around April.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I think those are all my questions. So thank you, Coach Julie.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Next, we have Hanser.
Hi, Coach Julie.
Hi.
Um, I had a few questions because like I kind of just started doing all the things I on the to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
And my focus that I decided on, and I sent you the subtopics as well,
Yeah.
was that I wanted to do like nuclear physics and like application to like society and kind of like interdisciplinary with like medicine and also just like generally the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was working on my draft for the professor outreach, but I noticed that like for like the format for a lot of them, they required like really specific things like oh like the field that they're studying or like the specific research that they're conducting.
Mm-hmm.
And should I search for the professor before I write the draft? Because like I feel like it's very dependent on the professor.
No, so you want that email to be a general email. The only thing that you would make specific is the first paragraph. It has like, I'm really interested in your research
Yeah,
specifically. That's the only part you're gonna edit. So you can't do a lot of research about the professor because then it'll take you like forever to send these emails, right?
right.
So I would just do like 1 minute scan. Like, okay, this is the topic. Okay, I'm gonna write it. Everything else should just be related to physics and things that you are interested in.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like the email would be more about me and then like if I actually was able to like get a call or like get an email back, then it would sort of I would do
Then you start
research.
research. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also it's like it's kind of two questions at once. It's like what summer programs because I initially wanted to when I did have my first one-on-one call with you, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go into neuroscience, but then um you sent me 2 to 3 summer programs, but then I sort of flipped and then I wanted to shift into physics.
Mm-hmm.
And I've researched like a bit alone what summer programs and I found one um but like I didn't know what specifically I should be going for, as in like how rigorous they are, or like what colleges would prioritize or they would want to see on like a college application. Like because the ones that I found were a bit more like base surface level, but also I feel like I don't know if I'm ready for like a super rigorous intensive exam because I'm still taking physics this year.
Mm-hmm. Let me check. Because you are a sophomore right now, it doesn't need to be super specific. So if you want to do a program that's a little bit more on the general side and you knowing that that's the case, because next summer we'll do something more specific, then
Right.
that's okay. But the program that you found, if you can chat it to us, we'll look
Okay.
and see if it would be good.
Okay, I'll send it to you and yeah, and that was also kind of connected to like how I'm like really kind of lacking in extracurriculars to fill my resume. And especially because like I feel like I haven't really done anything to build my focus. They're all kind of my extracurriculars are all kind of like everywhere, and they're not really,
Yeah.
lined toward a specific thing, which I do want my resume to be very centered around my focus. So yeah, I was really like sort of confused on like how I should go about like looking for extracurriculars or like summer programs.
Yeah. See, now that you have the physics and the subtopic that goes along with it, do you see how like you can easily eliminate things like, okay, that's no, I'm not doing that,
Yeah,
it's irrelevant. So now we have to find opportunities within that subtopic only.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like this morning too, but
Uh-huh.
this is kind of a more specific question about my school, but I'm doing debate right now,
Okay.
and it takes up like a really grand amount of time. Like I spend like at least like 3 hours a day sometimes, like working on like my speeches.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not doing it for the resume because if I was, I definitely wouldn't be spending that much time on it. But it's like I genuinely enjoy it, but I don't want it to like prevent me from pursuing like more stuff related to my major. And I was wondering if I should keep continuing debate or like, because I also know it's not really related to my focus. So I enjoy it, but would it be worth the amount of time I'm like committing to it?
I think 3 hours a day is a lot.
I mean, it's not like every day. I mean, as in like when it gets like closer to like the day
But
of the debate.
even then, right? Like, because think about next year and all the studying you have to do.
Yeah. So like, should this year be like my last year and then next year I'll just quit?
Yeah. And then maybe
Um,
you can connect debate into like an internship or something where it kind of takes you to the next level. But if that's gonna take that much time next year, then I don't think it's worth it. Because I look at your meeting notes and it's your personal interests, which we need academic interest activities right now, right?
right, right. And yeah, so it's like adding all the extracurricular. Like I'm super lost on like passion project because I don't know if I want like a single passion project because I'm also super interested in research. Like when I go into physics, I definitely want to focus on research over like engineering. And I know that they're kind of like interconnected, but I do want to focus more on like sort of how can I say like the mathematical research aspect rather than like the actual like engineering and technical building aspect of physics.
Mhm.
Um, so I feel like I'm really like lost on like ideas in general of how I should go about a passion project and like what I want it to like stand out in my resume.
Yeah. So if research is your priority, then you can start off with research and then do passion projects a little bit later. They don't need to happen all at once in the beginning.
Okay.
And I have
Um,
a student who's not doing a passion project at all because
right.
he's doing two research positions right now. So um it doesn't need to like it doesn't need to be forced is what I'm saying. And
Okay.
plus you're still on the sophomore year level. So if we have an idea this summer, like we can do it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
My last question is that like should I begin studying for the SAT right now because I did the like the practice one and we decided that we would do the August October this year.
Yeah, you don't need to do it right now. Just do
Not
it.
right now in
Yeah.
this. Okay, got it.
So
Yeah.
SAT is best when you prepare for 3 months.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
We'll start in June. I mean, I guess right now you can look for some SAT prep companies you want to work
Mhm.
with in LA and then go from there.
All right, so I'll just send you the summer program that I found and that's it. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next we have Valerie.
Hi again. I have some more
Hi.
questions.
Uh-huh.
So you said like for like quote unquote easier majors like cultural, urban studies, ethnic studies, that kind of stuff. Like what type of summer program should I pursue with this academic interest? Because I got into Nestle, or no, I didn't get into Nestle. I got rejected from Nestle, but I applied to it, and I'm thinking of applying again next year. It's like foreign exchange and program,
Mm.
and then also I found a 1 week Georgetown program, and it's called International Relations Academy, and it'll be for the summer. But do you think I should pursue the Georgetown program and apply to it, or if it's not worth it?
Georgetown one, that one is it's pretty general. When you ask for a list, Valerie, just say, "Can I get some summer program recommendations on East Asian Studies plus IR.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So it's
so
not
I'll
just like, because I don't want you to go to a program where it's like, okay, we're gonna learn about culture all day. Like, and there needs to be a little bit of like some policy involved. So when you ask, like, ask it in that way.
okay.
Yeah.
And also for clubs at school, I'm kind of having a hard time figuring out what I want to participate in. And like for example, Model UN is a big one that I think connects to international relations, right? If I'm yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but I attended the first two meetings and it just I really don't like it. But do you think I should try to keep giving it a shot or just give it up if it's
If you
not
don't like it, you don't have to do it. You can do something else.
okay? Because the thing at my school, I don't think there's a lot of
Clubs.
clubs that fit that like fit
Does
into
your school have DECA?
no.
Maybe you can bring DECA. Did you hear the other student? He's trying to bring HOSA.
What? Oh, wait, what's that? I've heard of it, but I don't really know.
DECA is more like competition debate. It's similar to MUN to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also I have like a new project that I want to do with my friend. We were brainstorming and um it'll be like if we decide to do it, it'll be like a venture like you know how schools sometimes give money to fund youth businesses like there'll be like a competition or something and like you can get seed money to start.
Yeah.
Um we're thinking to start in like a organization first at our school that would do that and then maybe partner with other um local schools and give them like give the youth opportunities to start like businesses kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a good idea for like passion projects kind of?
No, because you already have a really successful passion project that is related to your personal interest. So why start another one that is related to your personal interest again?
Well, it'll be kind of more an academic interest, like social justice and like empowering the youth a little. Like,
But you already do that with your current one.
yeah. Mm,
I feel like sometimes when you have too many of the similar-ish things, that is not really your academic interest,
mm-hmm.
it disperses you a
It's
little bit.
bad.
It's
So
not bad, but like for example, I always say like, okay, if you don't have a research position yet, or if you don't have an internship yet that supports your academic interests, we shouldn't be doing anything related to your personal interests yet. Like it's like a ladder of priority.
yeah.
So
So
sometimes you have to just say no to things.
yeah. So how would I go about like doing like pursuing my international relations? Like, should
That's
I?
summer program, research position, internships. You live in that area. There's a lot of opportunities. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You can post on Circle to look for local opportunities near your zip code, and we can also find like those ones too for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You already have a good one. Stop starting another
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Next we have Holly.
Hi, Coach Julie. Um, so I have a few questions. The first question I wanted to ask was about my classes next year. I'm a sophomore right now.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, like, I was talking to one of my friends, and she's like a junior, so she's a year above me, and her brother's a senior. So we were like kind of talking about school and APs and stuff. And like my school kind of has a focus on like college and dual enrolled over AP, but I want to take more APs. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm already pretty sure I'm gonna take AP Lang and then AP Research because I'm taking AP Seminar this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to take AP Environmental Science because
Mm-hmm.
and then when I was like thinking about what class I want to take next year, I think I asked you about like AP Chem or something, and then I was because I didn't like chemistry wasn't like my strongest class, so I didn't want to do AP Chem, and so I was going to take AP Physics instead because I have all of the prerequisites for it. But
Mhm.
I was talking to my friend and she said that she took like AP Micro, which isn't offered at our school in person, but she said she took it online and she's taking AP Macro right now. And I don't need to take any more science classes because I have all the requirements and also like my academic interest isn't science at all. So like do you think it would be smarter to take AP Micro and AP Macro instead because it's like less rigorous than the other options that I had? And
So you need 4 years of science, even if you're not majoring in science.
yeah, I'll have AP Environmental Science as my science. But like for this year and last year I took two sciences. But like should I just
I
take
see.
one science next year and then do AP Micro instead of having like two sciences?
So the AP Micro thing, usually California students, they'll take that during their senior year.
Okay.
So there's no need for you to go outside to take AP classes. You need to take as many AP classes as you can at your school so they clearly show up on your transcript.
Okay.
So can you take like AP Psychology or AP Art History, or is there like any other AP you can put on your transcript with that NP?
So I was looking at like the options my school has, and my school doesn't have like the only APs that are in there that aren't I don't want to take computer science or like art. The only like APs that like I could take. Well, I'm already taking AP Lang, AP World History, and AP Research for sure next year.
Mhm.
But the only APs that are left, basically, that are academic that I wouldn't have already taken, other than AP Environmental Science and those, would be AP Physics and then AP Chem. So
I
that's
see.
why I was like kind of asking because like I don't really want like to take AP Chem because I all the kids that are in it are like very strong in chemistry, and from what they said, like it's a hard class, and like I don't think I would like do terrible in it, but I do think it would take up a lot of my time, and it would definitely be a class I'd have to put in more work than all my other classes for me. And since like my academic interest isn't super science, that's why I was like looking at AP classes outside because there's not really anything else left.
So if you take AP classes outside, will they put it on your high school transcript?
That I'm trying to talk to my counselor about that, but they're not taking meetings until like January 22nd because we just got out of winter break, so I have to wait till then to ask her.
So ask that, because if they do, then yeah, let's take additional AP classes outside of your school, because if it's going to go on your transcript, then of course. But if it doesn't happen that way, then the second option is just to turn to dual enrollment then. Because
Okay.
you've clearly maxed out on AP classes at your high school, and we don't want to take chem or physics, right?
And then the other question, it's also kind of about AP, but okay, so I my math track right now, I'm a sophomore. So last year I took college algebra and statistics dual enrollment because that was the only option I had. And then the only option I had this year was trig dual enrollment, which I just finished. And then I'm in pre-calc dual enrollment right now. I'm in that online because it's not like doesn't fit into my schedule at school, and I know that goes on my transcript. But I was talking to the same friend, and she her like I said, her brother's a senior and her brother's going to an IB, so that's kind of why we're talking about it. And she was talking about how her brother is a valedictorian, and she said that all the students that she's talked to or like that she knows. So the typical next track for that like our school kind of does, because we don't have AP math at our school, is that I take dual enrollment Calc 1 first semester and then dual enrollment Calc 2 second semester.
Okay.
But from what like she told me and from like what I've kind of seen, I guess, like a lot of students like struggled with that. She said that other than her brother, like all the kids that were in like the top 10, top 5 had gotten like B's in those classes because it was hard and like it was paced fast, obviously, because it's only a semester long. And she said that I think what she was doing or what her brother did was that they took AP Calc AB online and then took it through the whole year and then took AP Calc BC their senior year. And if so, like if that goes on my transcript, would that be better because it's like
Yeah.
a full year class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not only is it better because of the time, because it's like 1 year and stretched out, because AP, Holly, is always number one.
Yeah.
And then it's dual enrollment. So
Okay.
yeah.
And then so if I did all of those APs, because like I'm guaranteed like 4 next year at least. And then if I did just those bare minimum 4 and didn't do the other ones, just theoretically, for senior year, with the APs I take senior year, I think that it would put me at like 10 or 11 APs, which that would be good, right? If the ones that if I take all like the academic ones that my school offers, that isn't like
Yeah, that's the goal always, to like whatever your school offers, you want to take as many as possible, and then remaining you fill it with like dual enrollment or honors or something.
okay. And then my other question, well, okay, so I'm taking my SAT in August. And so, and then, okay, well, it's kind of like two questions in one. And then I also, right now with my passion project, should I like give you like a overview of what it is again? Or my passion project was like the civic literacy thing, like doing in-person workshops and stuff or whatever. So I have had my lesson plan done, and like I'm like going to send an email to the because my school is K through 12. I'm going to send an email to the middle school principal because that's like my target audience on Monday, because like they're not contacting anyone right now because we got off break on Wednesday. So I'm like I'm gonna reach out to her on Monday. And then do you think I should reach out to like principals at other middle schools nearby at the same time, or should I like wait till I have like one event like done and then like
Yeah, you should have one event done and then take a lot of photos and then put it on your website and kind of like show like this is what we were able to do, and then we would love to continue this or whatever. So I think talking to a couple of like library managers would be a good place to start before you start reaching out to, middle school and elementary school teachers. But if there are your former teachers and you know them very well, then yeah, you can start reaching out to them. But do your first event first.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I volunteer at the library, so I was gonna reach out to them like after I do it at my school. Because I also like I
Yeah.
like kind of know the principal based on like stuff
Oh,
I've done before
perfect.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
So do the library, get a lot of photos, show them what's up, and then you can reach out to the principal.
Okay, and then so since like I'm like obviously gonna be reaching out, like knowing like I know it's probably gonna take like a little bit of time to like get my first event going because I haven't like done an event yet. During that time, like I feel like I should be doing something for research position. I looked at the lesson and stuff, but like I kind of just wanted help on that because like I don't like I feel like I haven't picked like a specific in a subtopic because my academic interest is sociology, and then I did like civic literacy because it's kind of like related to my academic interest because it's like pre-law, and like but I don't think I've narrowed it down enough to like do research positions, and like I feel like that's something I should probably do that I haven't done yet.
Yeah. So do some like how I was doing it earlier, like you just put like sociology research topics, sociology education research topics, and then type in like your dream college, and a bunch of articles would populate. And from there, you're like, this topic is really interesting, and you can share those with us, and then say, okay, that sounds like a good subtopic. And but knowing like your personal interest in like literacy and education and stuff, sociology and education is like match made in heaven. So you could actually say, okay, within sociology, I'm going to talk about education funds in this state or country. California is going through a lot right now. Like there's so much like bad things happening even within education department there. So then it's like, okay, then you can just merge it together in your case, right? Let me just look what's coming up. So I just type in sociology, education, literacy, research topics. Johns Hopkins University is very known for that, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so this is all I did. I just typed in sociology, education, research topics, Johns Hopkins University, right? Social inequality comes up right away, right? So like if you cannot read and write, yeah, look at this. There's a lot because Johns Hopkins has a really good education school, so they probably have a lot of emphasis on this too.
Okay.
This is not it, but so do this kind of research, or even social context of education. This is from Johns Hopkins.
Okay.
Oh, this is perfect. Can you look into this? I'll put it in the chat for you.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you want to share your subtopic with us by like January 20th?
Okay, sure.
Okay, sounds
And
good.
then the reason I brought up the SAT earlier, since I'm taking in August, like should I focus more on like a research position right now and like I've been studying like little bits since like the beginning of this year, but like because I'm taking it in August, should I prioritize like the research position more right now?
That actually sounds like a good plan. Research position right now, and then SAT prep starting June.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Next, we have Viva.
Hi, Coach Julie.
Hi.
So I had a couple questions, and I wanted to start with my professor outreach. So I made like an email a while ago, and I had some success at the beginning. Like I got two professors to respond and meet like within the first couple weeks, but I haven't gotten like any other email responses since I started, and I've sent over like 70 emails, and I've only gotten like two. So I'm kind of stuck.
So if you send 70 and you got 2, then the email is the problem, or the colleges you're sending out to might be too competitive, possibly.
Mhm.
So what
I
kind of
think
colleges are you sending it out to?
I started with, like, Duke, and I don't think I ever sent out my Berkeley ones, but, I got a response from Duke, and then I got one from Brown, and I've kind of been keeping within, like, the Ivy League, and I hadn't really gotten any responses.
Yeah, Ivy
And
Leagues are harder to get. So why don't we like tear it down a little bit to like UVA or UMD, more mid-tier, top-tier colleges than Ivy Leagues.
Mhm.
And then we've been also testing out PhD students these days, and a couple of our students landed positions through them because PhD students are technically like they're about to become professors, so they are working on active research. So we can find you about 8 PhD students related to your academic interest in your area. So if you want to post this request on Circle, we'll do 2 things: review your email, and then also give you some PhD contacts that you could reach out to.
Yeah, I think I had reached out to one PhD student at Harvard, and she responded, but she said that like I found her because she had some office hours open, but she
Mhm.
said that maybe like she wouldn't be the best fit for what I'm interested in. So I think I could try reaching out to some more. I think that might have more success.
Yeah, because if you reach out to one and one responded, they usually respond a lot more than
Yeah.
professors. And I know this is hard, but the consistency of this has to just keep on sending out 10, getting 2 responses, sending out 10, getting 2 responses. And eventually those 2 responses will turn into a position, right? So
Yeah.
until we hit 500 emails, with the open response rate of like 20%, we have to continue and keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also had a question about one of my activities. So I've been doing robotics since like sixth grade,
Hmm.
but like I'm in a new team now ever since I started high school. But I know like I could have a chance at getting a like not a major leadership position, but like a sub team position. But I was wondering if you think it'd be worth the time commitment, because if I wanted to go for that, I would have to spend like hours upon hours, for, like, the next 2 or 3 months, and I wasn't really sure if it was worth spending that much time or if I should just, like, let go of getting the position and just keep stay as a member.
Do you think you'll talk about robotics in your college essays?
I feel like I won't talk too much about it because it doesn't really align with my
That's what
interest.
I was thinking. Then yeah, we don't want to. I'd rather have you land a leadership position um, for a club that is very relevant to your academic interest.
Yeah. My only thing was, like, since one of my passion project right now is, like, 3D printing related, the position that I would have gotten is, like, CAD, so it's, like, designing the 3D printing, but I still feel like it wouldn't be, like, something I would talk about too much.
Yeah. And typically when students talk about debate, the conclusion is always very similar. Like nothing unique comes out of it, or it's just like a starting of a story. Like, oh, when I started robotics, this is what I learned, and then blah 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 blah. So yeah, I would pass on that.
Okay, yeah, I think that's kind of what I was leaning towards too.
Also, I was gonna say if you need summer program recommendations, please post on Circle, and we can give you some too that supports your academic interest.
Yeah, actually, I did kind of want to talk about that. So I had not been like looking specifically for summer programs, but I had tried reaching out to some like big organizations related to education, and like I reached out over winter break. It was like the UN, like UNESCO, and then
Uh-huh.
also the like National Education Association, and I
Mhm.
hadn't gotten responses yet, and I was just assuming it was because of winter break. But if I don't get a response, do you think I should follow up on those or
What were you
try to
trying
reach
to
out
get
to
with
them?
them? Like, what was
I was basically trying to get some more, like, education related, activities, and I thought those organizations have, like, a lot of youth involvement, but, like, a lot of the youth isn't really under 18, so I just, like, reached out to see if there was any way I could get involved even though I'm not, like, technically an adult.
So that is related to your personal interest, not your academic interest. So you shouldn't be spending time on that right now. Once you
Mhm.
get something that's related to your major, then you can do that. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just I had, like, a lot of my clubs in school were, like, kind of related to my academic interests. That's I was trying to get, like, a wider spectrum and kinda connect to my, personal one too.
This personal one is really easy to do if you're ready for it, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, I would try to get a research position and summer program first and then reach out to them. And when you're ready for that, then we can help you out, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll focus on those then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's all I had. Thank
Okay,
you.
good seeing you. Bye. Next, we have Anika. Hi.
Hi, Coach Julie. So I just determined my academic interests as accounting and economics, and I just wanted to know like what are the next steps with that? And also if you knew of any good like summer programs or opportunities relating to my academic interests.
Yeah, so post on on College Planner Pro that you need summer program
Okay.
recommendations regarding econ. Accounting is not offered in every business school. So are you
Okay.
trying to apply into as a business major or an econ major?
Probably like an econ major.
Okay, so then within econ, there are a lot of subtopics, right?
Mhm.
So we'll declare your major as econ, but within econ, what research topics do you want to focus on will be your next step.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you know how I don't know if you were here, but I was doing like research. Let's see, economics. You made it like a declaration, and you're like, I've declared my major. Research. And what is your dream college? Just give me.
CMU.
Okay, so look, this is what I did, right? Economics research topics CMU. And then you know how all these
Yeah.
topics come up? So within this, oh my gosh, like look at this. Female labor supply and fertility, international trade policy, macroeconomic this is kind of general, but
Okay.
look at like, you know, their page and see what subtopics interest you. Like you can go into behavioral economics and dig a little deeper. So you need to find me one or two subtopic
Okay.
related to econ.
Okay.
And then let me update your chart here. Okay, continue.
That's really all I had.
Okay, hold on. Then let me. And then yeah, I responded to you yesterday about some questions you had, and
Yeah.
then so I'm gonna. Oh, last time I gave you example of CO2 allowances and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna change it to econ,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna say subtopic waiting for Anika to do the research. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Did you have another question?
That was it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Bye bye. Okay, next we have Ava.
Hi, Coach Julie. How are you?
Hi, how are you? It's been a while.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well.
You too.
So I was thinking about my schedule for next year, and I've heard a lot of like the AP science classes are really hard at my school, like AP Physics, AP Bio, AP Chem. And considering I'm not going into science, I was wondering if I should try to take an AP Science at all, if it might drop my grade, or should I just do it anyway, though I'm not going to be in the class? Because that's going to take a lot of time away from writing my college essays.
Yeah. So you still need
So
to take some sort of AP science class, but not something that's too hard, right? So
yeah, it seems like they're all hard, so I don't know which
I
one to
know, I
take.
know. What about apes?
I don't think they offer that at my school, as I would take that.
I see. So what are your options then? AP Chem?
AP Bio, AP Chem, or AP Physics.
And this is for your senior year, correct?
Yes.
I would take at least one.
Yeah, I just
That
don't know,
you
like,
do some research and ask like, hey, what's like the easiest science class at our school?
yeah, because these are all hard. I'm not really like a physics girl, you know.
No, physics
Um,
I would definitely avoid, but maybe AP Bio. Some AP Bio classes are pretty easy.
yeah.
Because when I
Okay,
look at
so
Ivy League like data sets, they want 4 years of science, and then they're gonna look at if it was AP or not. So it's probably best to do it.
okay, good to know. Also for my passion project, I'm thinking about like expanding it. I'm trying to like get the word out more. So I already have a website and I'm trying to start an Instagram account. Do you think that's like a good idea for growing it?
Instagram is everything for growing anything. So yeah, you definitely need an Instagram account. And actually, I found a really good Instagram like strategy person. She has like tons of free information. Let me tell you who she is. And then, yeah, you want to be posting a lot of things. So people go to your website, right? Her Instagram handle is I'm Daniela Cures. Queiroz. And she has like so many content stuff, strategies. So use that to like really grow your Instagram.
I'll definitely check that out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I know like these passion project accounts, like I see like a lot of like examples on Instagram, and they're kind of hard to grow. So do I focus on like growing in followers, especially since like the posts are kind of hard to reach people?
Yeah. So I know like even for our company, like some posts go viral and some don't. So you have to just keep testing it out, what resonates with your audience. But what I could tell you for sure is IG Reels, if you do it the right way, using like the trending like strategy and audio, you can get a lot of views. So follow her because she talks a lot about that. But in terms of like followers, I like to set goals. So like for example, like by January, I want to have 200 followers. By February, I want to have 500. So then you're working more with like a standard, you know?
Right. Do you think it's important to grow like in terms of like thousands of followers, or is it just like kind of a proof for colleges to see it's legit?
Yeah, it's proof for colleges to see, but now like we live in an era like where your followers is really important, like the influence that you have is really important. So even long term wise, I don't think it's a bad idea to have a lot of followers. But for
Right.
the sake of college admissions, I would say like because you are applying soon, maybe let's try to hit 1,000 before you hit submit.
Yeah, because I have like another business account unrelated to my passion project, that has like 10,000 followers. But I
Oh
don't
wow.
know if I should like post my passion project on there. So since like, they're kind of not related.
But they're different, so it's gonna
Yeah.
confuse the audience. So yeah, you know how to get it to 10K. Do it again.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out like what kind of content to post to get people to follow me. Because like I know how to do the other thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense though. So thank
Okay,
you.
any other question?
I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay,
Oh,
sounds
actually,
great.
one more thing.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm gonna be a senior, right? So I'm kind of planning out my summer, and I have a law internship and a research position with a professor for constitutional law. So I'm wondering if I should try to apply for a summer program or add that on, or if I should do a college course. What do you think
Let's
about
do
that?
2 college classes.
Okay. 'Cause I
Both
didn't do
rel-
one last year.
Yeah, you gotta do 2. related to law or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just on Coursera or another college, do you think?
So at your local community college.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Colleges will ask you, did you take any college classes on your application? So yeah, I would definitely do it.
Okay, perfect. And two of them, should they be related or unrelated?
They should be both related to your academic interest.
Okay. On like the same topic or?
A little bit different. Like one
Okay.
could be policy, one could be something else, but like interdisciplinary possibly.
And at like the same college?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. What do you think about the summer program? Do I need one of those? 'Cause I know they can be kind of lengthy. Do you need to travel like outside of?
Yeah, why not? Like you can post on Circle and we can find you a few, and then if you like it something, then we can help you apply.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Next we have Roya.
Hi, Coach Julie.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
It's
How
been
are
so
you?
long.
I know.
I have I left the program for a little bit, so I feel a little bit behind, and I wanted to ask you, like, what are the main things I should be focusing on? Because I'm in junior year right now, and I feel like overwhelmed by all the things I need to do to prepare for college apps. So, what would you suggest that I like focus on like right now?
Recommendation letters, college list. I'm just gonna go in order.
Okay,
So
perfect.
recommendation letters, college list, and then which colleges are going to be like early decision, early action, that early strategy, and
Mm-hmm.
then personal statement essay, and then
Mm-hmm.
scheduling for interviews at schools that do them. A lot of them don't these days, but yeah, if they
Mm-hmm.
do them, and then supplemental essays. So that's the order.
Okay, and with the ACT and SAT, should I still focus on that too? Because I have not taken either.
Yeah, then you have to do that before
Okay.
anything else. Because if we don't have your SAT score, we can't
Mhm.
do your college list building.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to
Because
do the test. Uh-huh.
my school offers multiple SAT or ACT tests throughout the year, and then we take the ACT in April. So like they kind of have it planned out for us already. So I was just gonna study for that, but I didn't know if I should take the SAT too.
No, if you're doing SAT, then you could just do ACT. You don't need to do both tests.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll focus on that. And then I think someone asked like when we should start writing our essays and personal statements. And I think you said April, right?
Yes,
Like
April.
April, around
Mm-hmm.
April.
Yeah.
Okay. And then lastly, for my podcast, I've been like recording and doing like everything by myself, but I want to start like inviting professors and neuroscientists as guests. So like where should I record these? Like how do I plan that out? Do I do it on Zoom?
Yeah, you did just like this. Yeah.
Oh, on Zoom. Okay. And
Uh-huh.
then just record the audio and upload the audio, or is it like a
Yeah,
video?
so when you hit record, it actually records video and audio. So you just take the audio and then it goes on your podcast. It's really easy.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, that was it.
Okay.
So much.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Next we have Nathan.
Hi, Coach Julie. Can you hear me?
Hi, Nathan.
Hi. So I have a couple questions. Firstly, for my passion project, it's like my app. If you remember, I finished
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
And I have like 20 beta testers. So I'm just thinking, how many download, I guess to like show the impact, like how many downloads would be like considered like super impactful, I guess, because I'm just like thinking like, because I know
Should
it's
we
kind
try to aim for like 5,000?
of okay. I don't really, because I know it's like kind of competitive on the App Store, so I'm just wondering what would be like a good number, I guess, to aim for
I mean,
colleges.
any number is okay, honestly. It's just like why you did it and what you're doing with it is important. But
Okay.
I would pick a download number, Nathan, that you are like, oh, that's challenging, but it's real. It's like not impossible. So what would that number be for you? I said 5,000, but what about you?
I mean, I guess anything over 1,000.
Yeah, let's do 2,000 then. It's like
Yeah.
it's stretchy enough, but it's like possible.
Yeah. And then for my research, like I've been reaching out to professors, let's say like 30 or something, and I've been getting like pretty specific with the emails and like their research and trying to ask like questions tailored to their research, but
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any responses yet. And I feel like it's because for CS, I guess it's like pretty competitive, and I feel like
That could be possible. Yeah.
I'm like competing with undergraduates for like the same spots. So I was wondering, I heard you talking with somebody else about like PhD students.
Yeah. That
Um,
might be a better direction, especially for CS. Can you imagine?
yeah, so I think I'm gonna start doing that. And then for this, does the school matter as much? Like to colleges, does it matter like where I did it, or does it just matter that I did it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what school, but I
Okay.
think once you have your first research position,
Yeah.
then the second research position could come from a school that you really want to go to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my last thing is about my SAT. So I've taken it twice. I took it in August and then November.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of in like a weird position because I got like the same score twice and like the
Oh,
exact
really?
yeah, I'm like the exact same reading and math score as like both times. So um and like the part where it says like the individual like sections, um I'm in like the max area. So like I don't really know where I'm going wrong. And like or I can like DM my score, I guess. Are you the host or the co-host?
I'm the host.
Okay. So I got that twice, and it's not. It's
Okay.
like a little below where I want. Like I want to be like there. Um.
Well, you
So
typed that so quickly.
uh, yeah.
So you have to study for the March test because you don't want this to
Yeah.
bleed
Yeah.
into May, right? So March,
Yeah.
you have to hit that goal. Um, did you, I mean, at this score, maybe working with the one-on-one tutor can be helpful because maybe that person could help you figure out like, hey, this is what you need to focus on.
Yeah. And then I was wondering like, are there any? Do you know like any like of the best resources to use? Because I already used all the practice tests, and I was like, I guess trying to find something as close to like official
Yeah,
research.
we can give you a practice test, and it will tell, it's generated by AI, so it'll tell you what you need to focus on and stuff like that with your missed question. So we'll send that to you. Let me put it on my to-do list here.
Okay. Um. And then actually, yeah, those are all my questions.
Okay, we'll send this to you by Monday. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and register for the March test.
Oh yeah, I did.
You already did? Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Next we have Holly.
I just had one really quick question that I forgot to ask earlier. So basically, my school, so actually, it's the same friend. She started DECA this year, and she asked me to be on the board. Well, I'm already on the board, so like basically, and she's a president right now. She's a junior, and like out of everyone on the board, I'm like the youngest. So like by the time that I'm a senior, everyone will have graduated. So like it's kind of like I'll probably end up being like president or something. Do you think that's something I should continue with? Because like as of now, like the board position I'm in, like it doesn't take up that much time. So like do you think it's like
Yeah.
I should like keep doing
Yeah, I
that?
would continue it. Yeah, and then get the president role.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you and your friend just sit down and talk about college admissions all day? Like,
Actually we don't even talk that often. I just like this week for some reason.
okay. No, I had a friend like that in high school. We just sit down and talk about college admissions.
Yeah, because I don't talk about it with people like my age because like they're like kind of competitive. So I was talking to her
Right.
about
You gotta keep everything a secret, right? Okay. Have a good weekend, Holly.
Okay, thank you.
Next we have Wilman.
Hello.
Hi. I can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. I don't think it's working. Okay, next we'll go to Ava.
Hi, Coach Julie. Just one more quick question.
Sure.
So as a junior, when should I start writing like my college essays, like personal statement and stuff like that?
April.
April. Okay, got it. There's one more question. Oh, when should I start asking for recommendation letters? Like this year, right?
Usually May and June, and then some teachers will get the process started that time, but some will say like, oh, talk to me again in September, but you still want to like ask around May.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I heard that you should ask like March or something in your junior year.
That's too early. They're gonna be like, oh, talk to me later.
Okay. And then for recommendation letters, should I ask my junior year teachers?
Only your
Or
junior year teachers.
if I have like a stronger relationship with my sophomore year teacher, who's also a moderator in Model UN, and I'm going into law because like, I'm vice president in Model UN right now, and I'll probably be president.
Yeah,
next
that could be
year.
an exception, but the other teacher should be junior year for sure then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Uh-huh. And Nathan, to answer your question, Common App prompts are already out. They don't change. They have like 7 or 8 on the portal, and you just choose one. I just like say April because that's when we want to start brainstorming, because personal statement essay takes a long time. Wilman, is your microphone working?
I think it does. I think it does.
Okay, good. How can I help you?
So basically, I kind of I'm a junior right now. I'm interested in consumer psychology as well as currently running like 3 startups. So I haven't really done research. Do you think it's still necessary to do research, or should I just still focus on these startups? Because we're like raising pre-seed and it's getting like valuation of like 100K. So should I like continue with that or like try research?
Yeah, you can always do that because they're both like real work, right? So you can do the startup thing, but I feel like consumer psychology, there's a lot of research going on there too. So I don't think it would hurt to reach out to a couple of professors or PhD candidates or MBA candidates.
Would you prefer, because I've reached out to around like actually my friend has told me like they're also interested. Would it be better to have the credibility of the college professor, or like would working on it independently also work? Because like there might be like a difference in credibility.
Yeah, working with a professor would be better.
But how do they validate it if it's not like published? Do you know what I mean? You can just like
Well,
I don't know
because
how they would
work
like.
with so when you work with a professor, they will write you recommendation letters. That's why.
Oh, okay, I see, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, so it affects your application positively in many ways, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see. And another thing is, do colleges care about like in your in-school activities? Because like there are like a few things that happen out of my school where it's like the president just gave all like their friends the vice president thing, so I kind of got like kicked off the officer team for around like 2 clubs. So I can't contest for president or vice president due to like they're all in my grade. So a lot like mostly all my extracurriculars are like online, and I do have like founder and president for like all of them. Do you think colleges care if it's like online or in person?
You should have at least one opportunity on campus though. At
I'm
least
doing
one.
Vex robotics. Does that count as like on campus stuff?
Yeah, whatever
It's
is
not.
happening at your school, you can do that one.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter
Because
if
if you
it's like
don't, because if you
online.
don't do, yeah, because if you don't do anything at all on campus, that's a little weird, right?
You know, I was doing stuff on campus and I just got like booted off the officer
Yeah,
team,
yeah.
so it was
So I
kind
mean,
of awkward.
I guess you could mention that too, but yeah, trying to have at least one active leadership position on campus would be good.
Okay. And then my last question is if for the research, not for the research, for this upcoming summer, do you think
Mhm.
it's worth it to like apply to like summer programs, or is it like as a junior, it's a little bit like too late to do these summer programs? Because currently I'm just planning on applying to one, which is Wharton's like leadership in the business world. So like that's like the only one that I'm applying to. Do you think I should apply to other ones, or do you think just like applying to one would be fine?
No, you want to apply to about 3, just in case something doesn't work out or timing doesn't work out.
Then would you rather have one of these like more quote unquote like prestigious programs, or would be doing like a 2-month internship still be better than that?
They're both good. I mean, some students would do a summer program and an internship, if you can.
I see.
Yeah. But summer program is nice for business because you get a lot of like real life experiences within the container of the program. So yeah, I would apply to about 3 in total, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's about it. Thank you.
Okay. Next we have Ruya.
Hi, sorry. Just kidding. I have
Okay.
one more question. So I've been sending out emails and I've been landing calls with professors, but they've been saying no. And I still haven't secured a research position. And I know you suggested to me a while ago to like keep reaching out to like in my area so that it's
Yeah.
easier to make connections. But my options are kind of limited. Like I only have ASU, U of A, and NAU as like the major colleges. And I don't want to keep bothering the same professors. So should I like take an extra step and like attend classes or like what's a better approach? Like how can I
You want to reach out to the PhD students there?
Oh,
You
okay.
you
Yeah,
haven't
I can
done
do
that,
that.
right? Yeah.
Okay. Do you know like how? Like, cause is it on the faculty too?
Yeah. All the
Too?
PhD students are on the department page, so you can reach out to them.
Okay, I'll do that. And then with my academic interest as neuroscience, would it be better to like over the summer volunteer at a hospital or like do a summer program? Like what's gonna show
Summer
college?
program, because even if you volunteer at a hospital, like you're not going to learn anything about neuroscience, right? Like you're not a
That's
physician
true.
yet. So doing a summer program that's more like tailored towards neuroscience would be better.
Okay. And do you know any summer programs that you could recommend to me?
We have tons. You can ask on
Okay.
Circle and then we'll give you a list.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap up today's office hours. There will be another office hour for brainstorming with Coach Jenny. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Of course.